Hi, dear friends. Hope all is well. My name is Forrest Pan. I'm a mobile and web developer based in New York City. Welcome to my video series, Authentication for React and React Native with code sharing solutions. Today, we're starting to work on video 1.6 mobile register, and we're going to have a lot of code sharing in this video. So first, let's look at our mobile project here. This is where we left off last time. And we're going to add one more screen, which will be for register. And the challenge here is because the navigation is different than the web application, we cannot use the navigation and use the path to go to the actual register screen. So we need to add a link here. Like, let me show you an example. For example, we need to add uh, like a text button here to click, then navigate to the register page. So what we are gonna do is to look at our code. So this is web code, and this is our mobile code. So in our mobile code, we already have the folder structure, components, navigation, and style. So first, in the navigation, we apparently need this component to be added, the so-called sign up. So we're going to make this happen. So sign up, sign up. And also in here, we need navigation, register component, client, sign up, sign up. And I'm gonna save this. And then we're going to add the sign up component by going into the folder in here. We're going to say touch src components sign up.js. And we also need another styles text button for navigation purposes. So basically, we added two files already. So let's start working on these two new files. So first, we can go to our text button. So basically, we are going to copy paste custom button because a lot of codes are shareable. So we just need to go here, and we're gonna say in our text button, instead of saying custom button, we're going to do text button. We're gonna save. So we don't need dimensions, and we don't need this either. And pretty much everything else, there are similarities. We don't need this. But the style here, we're going to say padding. We put 30 here. And So textile, textile, touchable opacity, it's pretty much the same. But in here, we're going to have text. We're going to change to that text decoration line. We're going to say it's underline and text decoration style. We're going to say solid. So this is pretty much our new text button, and we're going to use them in our sign in. And but before that, we actually code share the entire sign in component with the sign up, and I save it for now. And now I continue work on sign in. So the changes are made because we need one more component here. That's why we need to import in here. Import text button, and to use them later in our code. And pretty much everything here pretty much the same, except we need new email, and we also need one more email. Email and email. And in here, we're no longer log in. We're going to register. And in here, pretty much the same thing as we did for our mobile app. We're going to have src components sign up. We have this section. To be added. So we're going to, oh, so this is not correct. What we need to do is copy paste from our web application. One more time. Copy. We're going to paste here the entire thing. And if we want to see it better, we are going to do word wrap. So it will be the same. So console log this state Axios, instead of saying login, we're going to register. And we're going to add one more object here. Email, this state email. And this will be registered. Plus JSON.stringify. And this is the same. And if we go to the bottom here in the render block, apparently we are going to add one more input box, text input box, and in here, text input, we say instead of password, we're going to say email. And this one change email. And this is going to be email. And one more thing here I need to do is to make sure this is actually the password has a different kind of I don't want to display the password here. That's why we need to say secret. Oh no, secure text entry. Okay, so it will be the same thing for the sign up part as well, but we will do it later. And in here, because we add one more link, we already imported text button here. I probably don't need this. And instead of custom button, we're going to say text button. And on pros, instead of saying login, we need to change to another. I want to say go to register and submit. And so this is pretty much the same. And if we go up here, we need actually one more method that can navigate us to the register screen. So this one is going to be go to register so I'm going to say this props navigator dot push, and then it will be the screen client sign up, and title will be register. Okay, so this is pretty much the code for sign in, the new sign in component. But I want to make sure there's no leftover here. So in here, I'm going to say, let's see, just, oh, okay, so it should be registered. I should search for login. Okay, so this login is wrong. This should be, oh, this should still be signed in. Sorry for that. And this should still be logged in because we're still in the sign-in page. We're not in the so this, oh, so this switch a little bit. It should be okay. Sorry for the confusion. So this should be still be logging. Okay, so this on press, this should still be logging, which is good. And I'm gonna, if it is login, I'm going to delete this actually. So this will make things look better. Okay. Okay. So this is still our login page, and so this is correct because we use the text button to navigation, and this should not be here. If it's just login, we don't email at this time. So this to navigation, this is login, this is all good, and this is all good. So it should be login, but I need to make sure register is only there. So this should be login. So this one should be registered, that's correct. And the component name is still signing, which is correct. Then we're going to work in our sign up, which will make some changes. So in the sign up, so pretty much this is the same, except we need to add email here, and in this one we're going to add email, and this is email, and this is email, and password, and this one, now we are in the register component. Apparently we're going to register. Now we need the validation for the email. So we just go, let's save it here, just go to our web application and copy paste, and it will be here, very nicely put in here. Console log JSON, stringify this state, Axios, so this one should be registered. And this should be email. Username, not anymore. Email. Console log, logged in, no. Register. And we're going to do json.stringify response data. And this will all be the same. And in here, this text input, the additional one, should be email. Username, no. Email. Username, no. Email. And this will be our new, because this is the password, we don't want to display the password, so we're going to say it to be secure text entry, and this will work. So I think this is pretty much what we have for the code, and just see if this compiles. So we're going to refresh. Okay, so basically in the app here, we refresh. So we go to register. We should go to login. And the login here, we have, so this is should not be here for login. So if we do login, okay, we do login, and we want to navigate from login to register. So in here, instead of submit, we're going to say register here. Okay, so register here. So it navigates to the register page, and it'll go back to login, and probably on the top of this, let's say register to be more consistent. Okay, so it looks like the navigation actually works. The UI, login, username, password, submit, register, go to register. Okay, register. So let's see if register actually works. So we're going to register new user. Why don't say this time we register username missed rect missed redux is the username, and email is mrredux@gmail, and password. Okay, so I want to see if this works. So this is the backend. Let's see how many users we have here. So we're going to say, so currently we have 1, 2, 3 users. So if it works, we should have one more. So I'm going to submit. Okay, looks something interesting is happening at the back end. Let's see what this is. Okay, so Mr. React. Let's debug this. So we find the bug is here because this is in sign up, and the method is register, but in the button here, custom button here, we still say login. So we need to register at this time. After this change, we save the file, then we refresh. Okay, so this time register again. We're going to say the new user missed redux, and the email address is Mr. Redux at Gmail, and password. So Mr. Redux at Gmail, and I want to see if this time it actually works. So this is the backend server, and if we say submit, yes, register works. And also we check the backend MongoDB, we find, yes, Mr. Redux, username Mr. Redux, Gmail, and password. So it works. So basically, because of the power of shareability across React and React Native, we are more efficient in implementing our mobile registration. And I'm very excited. And in the next